Hello Taurus, and welcome to your February reading. So, I meditated on your energy and what Spirit wanted to talk to you about. First card that came out, I have the beautiful Empress. So there we go, ruled by Venus, just like you. All about inspiration, unconditional love, abundance, and so on. Second card that I have is the Knight of Sword. So I think that out of this vibration here at the beginning of the month, you're understanding something. And then we have the Four of Wands and the Nine of Wands. So this is going to unveil something so that you can start being more at ease and less okay, what are you gonna bring on your defensive when it comes to people and life and so on. Anyway, under the Empress, I have the Wheel of Fortune. So whatever is the, because a vibration is kind of an understanding. There's always like a download with every vibration. And so when we embark in the vibration of the Empress, we vibrate at a certain level where things start to make sense. And we see things from her perspective. And we understand things. And because we understand things, then the Wheel of Fortune will be able to turn for us. Queen of Cups. It has to do about that part of the feminine that is connected to the emotions, that is connected to the flow of things, to the heart chakra, or here the sacral chakra, your intuition. You know, she's like the psychic one. So, okay, under the understanding Knight of Swords, I have the Ten of Cups and the Six of Pentacles. It's almost like it's impossible to truly share on a balanced way emotionally and receive from others and so on if things are not balanced to begin with. Six of Pentacles. If I sacrifice for others, it's very hard and don't receive, you know, the balance, because no one should sacrifice. But if I deny myself, or I sacrifice, or I put a lot of efforts and don't get anything in return, how can I share emotionally in a high vibration? And that clarity here under, I have it with the Six of Swords and the Six of Cups. Six of Pentacles, Six of Cups. All the sixes are in the heart chakra and they represent balance. So here, Six of Cups, the balance of the flow, the emotional flow, where there's white flowers in those cups. There's no emptiness, old pains, or whatever. I am sharing from my fulfilled, clean, purified waters of unconditional love as I vibrate in the Empress. And this is what I shall receive in return. In this natural, healed heart chakra flow. King of Swords, there's something you're going to understand about that. There's an emotional understanding that is going to change things in your life. And so here, the Wounded Warrior, trumped by the Four of Wands, I have the Hermit and the Three of Cups. I am arising my emotions. I am celebrating. Maybe you're going to celebrate with Aries, because Aries is really going to celebrate in the month of February. But here, this is like an inner truth. And this is what is going to guide you. And that is why here, bottom of the deck, I have the Magician. This is going to put you into a very powerful state of manifestation, because this is where you're going to vibrate. Okay, let's clarify that for you, Taurus. I call upon the divine. I call upon the light. I call upon the Holy Spirit. I call upon... Oh, whew. Okay. Help me clarify this reading. For Tauruses for the month of February. Taurus. February. Unconditional love doesn't mean I will love no matter what. This is where you love from a place of fulfillment, where you love yourself. She loves herself unconditionally. And of course, she will love others unconditionally in the sense of you can look like whatever, you can do whatever in life, I'm gonna love you. But that doesn't mean that I'm gonna accept anything in return, or I'm gonna accept mistreatment or whatever and still, give. That is not unconditional love. That's masochism. So here you understand something about unconditional love. How it has to be balanced in order to be able to share high vibrational emotions with others. 10 of Cups. There's no martyr or sacrifice in an unconditional exchange, love. Okay, Empress, show me the Empress. I have death. Transformation here. Transformation of your divine feminine. So the way your divine feminine, what it would allow or whatever, is transforming. 5 of Wands. No more conflict. No more, this is unclear within me. And I don't really know, yes, I don't want to, block the universe, but at the same time, I'm a loving person and I want to be loved, so I'm going to give even more. This created conflict. There's the end and the purification of the divine feminine. The Empress doesn't need to give to be loved. She is love. And that at one point we remember that we are love. So therefore we love freely. Love is a state of being. It is not something that I receive and then I can give a little bit here. Here I'll give you a little bit more to you, and so on. It's a state of being. So here, transformation of your divine feminine. Let's look at the Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords for Taurus. Okay. Is there anything else? Oh, yeah, for sure. All right. So, Knight of Swords. What is that truth? Oh my God, I'm seeing something and I'm going with it. I'm going to express myself and so on. Here, 7 of Swords. How I maybe sabotaged myself completely. Let myself be disempowered when it came to my divine feminine. I was filled with anxiety and worry, and I didn't know how to be loved or how to whatever, what am I going to do in this situation? It's unfair, and so on. Tower, big awakening, Page of Wands. And Knight of Wands. This is like, oh my God, I'm seeing it, and you're going to act upon it right away. with enthusiasm, with truth in your heart, and with I don't care, I'm acting upon this. Okay? Let's look at your Four of Wands here, so that you can end up, instead of, you know, being in the Nine of Wands here, you end up at the Four of Wands. Yes, because you're going to totally turn the page on a situation that brought you anxiety, that was completely disempowering, and so on. That your feminine was allowing, because it did not have the greatest definition of what is love, maybe. We constantly define love as we experience it on different levels of consciousness. And so here, there's a grasp of consciousness that redefines love for you, and you're acting upon it right away. Here, Six of Swords, some of you will leave a situation. Hangman, because maybe it was something that was hanging for a while, but now you see it clearly. You were able to switch the vision of it. Instead of seeing all you're doing to be loved and what you're receiving in return, you're going to look at it at, why am I allowing this, since I am love? Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune, you have a Sphinx on top of the Wheel of Fortune. Here. With a sword. So the Wheel of Fortune will turn once you can answer his riddle. And usually the riddle is, why are things this way in my life? And of course, every aspect. When the answer is because ... outside of you, you're in the Seven of Swords. You have no power on the situation. When the answer is because I believe this and I allow this and I make these kinds of decisions, you re-empower yourself. Then the Wheel of Fortune can actually bring you to a new level. You understood. It's the law of nature. It's the law of the divine. Tarot, Torah, Rota, the wheel, Ator, the goddess of nature. Okay. Let's look at your Wheel of Fortune, Taurus. For some of you, it can be about a creative project that you had, that you are leaving behind because it was unfair and you weren't fulfilling yourself in there. And others of you, it's more like the attitude towards life itself. Four of Swords. Yeah, Lovers. I can heal and make a decision to rise myself at the same time because I understand. There is an understanding that allows a transformation so that you can really heal the past disappointments and rise. Let's look at that Queen of Cups. It has to do with your emotion, with your emotional vibration. We have the Hermit and we have the Moon. So yes, the Moon and Death, it's normal. They're one after. Here is the Wheel of Fortune again. Magician, Queen of Pentacles, that's you. All right, we have a repeat here. So the Moon, this is, okay, the way things were. I'm not feeling at ease. My soul wants to grow, but this reality is a bit too tight for it. I cannot bloom. I cannot expand. So I'm going to go inside and see what is. And through that quest inside, Queen of Cups, looking at how I truly feel. Where is my vibration? How much do I love myself? How do I treat myself? I'm going to listen to my soul. I'm going to find that light. And this is what is going to guide me through that understanding and that transformation. So this, whether you did it in January or you're doing it in the beginning of February, this is very present. And we have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 major arcanas right in the first row. Now let's look here. You're getting that truth, Knight of Swords. It hits you right in the heart chakra. It's not something like, yeah, that makes sense. It's like, oh my God, I get it. And you're going with it, Knight of Swords. About, okay, 6 of Pentacles and the 10 of Cups. And here is that extra pentacle that you're finally going to see, that extra value that needs to be yours so that you can give unconditionally. Because we say unconditionally, not that he's going to give his last shirt. That's not unconditionally, that's a sacrifice. Unconditionally because he's not expecting them to pay him back with 10% interest next time, or to be there for him when he will need. No, he's giving his overflow. He is fulfilled. And his overflow is giving to balance things. That's why he's got a scale here. But he's got no expectations. And them, they are receiving with no shame. Because they are receiving in an unconditional way. Emperor, when it comes to the divine masculine. So maybe some of you had, see, we have the Empress and we have the Emperor. What I allow in and how I act out there. How I manage my world. Now I understand them to be truly happy and fulfilled emotionally. I have to give in that manner. Here, King of Swords and 6 of Cups. Once you understand that, of course, you know, that affects your Emperor inner. So that means this is what you're going to mirror in the future also. Here, exactly. Wheel of Fortune, 2 of Cups. It is going to change, whoops, it's going to change what you're going to mirror in the future. Magician again. Here, I'm going to put the 2 there. So, changing the type of men you attract in your life if you're a woman, and even if you're a man, since it's changing the way you're going to act, well, maybe you won't attract women that asks for sacrifices or that disempower you or whatever, make you feel like this. So, a beautiful switch here on understanding a new level of what unconditional love is. And abundance also. Abundance is a flow. And we have twice the Hermit here. Twice the Wheel of Fortune, twice the Hermit. The circumstances of your life is changing because you understood something on a soul level. And you are actually going to use your wisdom and act upon it in this world. Let's look at this Hermit. This truth is what is going to guide you in your manifesting, in your relationships and so on. Because the Sun and the Knight of Swords, you have that clarity and that truth now. Now the Hermit comes in and calms down the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords can be like, okay, I'm going to cut the head of the dragon and I don't care how you feel. But with the Hermit, there's this wisdom behind it. So it's less, I'm going to go and, you know, tell you the truth about, you know, X, Y, and Z. It's more, this is my truth and this is what is guiding me. There's less revendication with the Hermit and the Knight of Swords. Okay, and here the sun, it's completely clear. And this actually brings back the sun in your life because you understand that. 3 of Cups. Then you can celebrate with people, having fun and pleasure, because there's this rise of consciousness. High Priestess, Judgment. Queen of Cups. Your feminine, your watery feminine side. Even if you're an earth, you know, Queen of Pentacle, we have all the queens and all the kings within ourselves, and the Empress and the Emperor. And here, this is your Queen of Cup part of how much you allowed in for you, and truly listen to, how do I truly feel? Am I blocking how I feel right now just for the sake of others? How do I truly feel? Here, rise and wake up. It's a soul lesson here. In order to be happy, I cannot sacrifice. On this, my beautiful Tauruses, I'm going to send you all my love and light for the month of February. If you want a private reading, the description is below. There's an email to write to me. Please share, subscribe, help to grow the channel, comment, all of that. Thank you so much for watching, and I appreciate so much. Thank you also for the ones of you that gave donations. It helps more than you think. And of course, new moon, full moon, I do a little ceremony to give you back. And so on this, namaste, love and light to you, Taurus. And I'll see you next month. Bye-bye.